So, Sagittarius, how's it been going? My partner is Sagittarius. I don't think I have any placements for Sagittarius. But it is in opposition to my sun sign. So, he and I are great compliments. Let's start with some tarot cards for the month of June for Sagittarius, please. I'm definitely feeling better today. Oh my goodness. I think it was either the flu or just a really bad head cold that I caught. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords. You have the Hanged Man, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Devil, Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Ooh, already some nefarious energies going on in the month of June with that Seven of Swords in your future. We will take a look at that very shortly. You have two sevens here. Let's see. Yeah, let's get some oracle as well. So you have basement, storage, imprisonment, damp, empty room, no people, the end, opportunity. Okay. Ascending, level up, promotion, progress. This is some good vibes. If my camera will focus. Oh, that's why, okay. I figured it out. It was a setting I needed to put on. Okay. Don't give up, Sagittarius. Maybe that's a message for you. To, like, if something seems like it's just not working, like, just keep looking for the answer. You are leveling up. You might feel like there's no people. It's the end of the line for you. And you might be thinking about letting go of a connection or a job opportunity. I kind of want to get two more for Sagittarius for June. Ooh, you got affairs. What are you getting into? Or maybe someone in your energy, Sagittarius, is getting into it. Nothingness, death, erasure, meaninglessness, and forgetfulness. Ooh. With the Devil energy, that's pretty intense. Let's see what's at the bottom. Silence. Keep silent. Coercion. Hint. Okay. Now let's get some positive vibes. What's this Sagittarius collective needing to manifest in the month of June? Using I think this is called activations. I apologize for my voice. I am very stuffed up at the moment. Yeah, I can't find the box, but this is called the activations oracle. Yeah, I don't know where the box is. Oh, it's right here. I'm all over the place, Sag. What is going on? Okay, well, hopefully the mic being on this little stand right here is going to help my sound quality improve significantly. Yeah, I was thinking it just needs to be closer to me. Okay, let's get some of these manifestation, or what is it? Activations. I always want to call it the manifestation oracle, but it's activations. Okay, this one. Delight, 19. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. I think that's true. I think the divine guidance here might be to just, indulge a little bit. Like, maybe you've been feeling like a little empty inside, Sag. Like, I'm getting a workaholic energy, like the Seven of Wands with the Ace of Swords here is giving me like you get invited out and you say no. And everyone knows why. Like you're just a workaholic. Like you're just that type of person. And it's fine. It's fine to be that kind of person. I think that people they vilify the overworker, but like without them, who would get anything done? So why would you? You know, like we need people who are diligent workers, and also we need people who are homemakers. We need people who are nurturers. We need people who are tarot card readers. We need people who are massage therapists. We need all sorts of people who are working all sorts of, professions, artist paths, mystical paths. So coherence and consciousness. These are cool coming out together. 13 and 17, so that's 4 and 8. 4 and 8 remind me of Jupiter. I might be alone in that, but because 4488 is like doubling. So it's, yeah, I just see 248 as the start of great expansion. So anyway, that's just my like personal take. So you have coherence and consciousness, Sagittarius. I think you might have finally like broken through this like this immature, like I gotta get ahead all the time sort of mentality in June, with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords in your outcome. The Page of Cups is somewhat immature, but it is a forebearer of good news. The fish is like an opportunity to have a meal, right? He doesn't look like a fisherman is the thing, Like he doesn't fit the bill. He just happened to catch a fish in his cup. He's not like, wow, look at me, I'm a great fisherman, right? But he is still proud of his fish because he worked for it and he did it his own way. But he's no fisherman. So I feel like maybe you're going to take delight in this like new approach with the Hangman and the Devil of something that you have been working diligently on. I'm so sorry if it's been out of focus. Oh my goodness. Now you can actually see the cards that I'm talking about. Okay, good. So, the empty room basement, ascending. You're ascending out of the basement, but you are entering into an empty room. Like, you know that maybe you've reached the end of the line on one particular project. I'm getting that maybe you just feel like there's something that's just not like doing the job anymore. And it's not you, but it's something that is blocked by like financial ties or like political games that people play to get funding for their projects and companies, and like if you're not playing those games, you get left out. So this is kind of like, this is telling me like in the month of June, like you're gonna be this Page of Cups, like, oh look, I did this fishy, and then somebody's gonna be like, yeah, while you were doing that fishy, I was stealing all your swords. So just a warning, Sagittarius, for June. Not the best outcome. However, you can be aware of this. You can have like coherence, right? Like with this coherence and consciousness. It says here, the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. And consciousness says the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. And delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. I already read that, but it's okay. I think Spirit wanted you to read that again. I think that you've been really quiet with the silence and the Two of Swords in your shadow. You know what's interesting is underneath silence is noisy sound in this deck. And the Ten of Swords. So I think you're like flip-flopping a bit in your subconscious, like you're not entirely sure what the story is, what is going down behind the scenes. Like you're wanting to be celebrated, and you're just kind of like, sorry, not getting what you thought, nothingness in June. You know, like I can't lie. The cards don't lie. I think Sag, you have some work to do on opening up with the silence and the Two of Swords in your subconscious. I think that you've been like trapping up all of your inner workings, and like it's just you're gonna implode eventually. Like you don't want it to be something that ruins your potential ascent, right? This ascension. You have this ascension card. It says level up, promotion, and progress. You don't want to impede this progress, okay? By sacrificing all that you've worked for, right? Just because somebody was being irresponsible, somebody decided to be a Seven of Swords character in your life. Like, yeah. Somebody is taking something from someone here. Somebody is cheating or lying. Yeah. There's nothing but affairs here. And I'm not seeing much love, honestly. I actually am getting like a hedonistic. And that's not love, guys. You know, hedonism is like, you know, sensual pleasures. It's like sensual pleasure devoid of love, right? It's like, you know, kind of being a floozy in a way. Or like a knight, or Queen of Wands energy, right? So, yeah, I'm not getting that there's a romantic feeling here. It's actually an empty room. I feel like, Sag, you might be feeling really lonely in June. But the divine wants you to take part in coherently delighting in your own consciousness. Coherently. Meaning like you know that your own pleasure is sane. Like you're not an insane person, right? There's some sort of like assuredness. Like I am taking pleasure in something that is sane to take pleasure in. Like this is an important part of your realization in June. And I'm so sorry, my nails need to be painted. But so yeah. I think that's your message, Sag. I'm sorry it's not the best. But you know, not all tarot readings are like that. So I at least hope that this was entertaining. And if it was, please give me a thumbs up. And if it did resonate, I do hope that you can find a way to express your needs and, like, find comfort with others, right? This empty room, the no people, the end of the opportunity sort of vibe, like, you're going to open up. You're going to release and give in to others inviting you out with the Seven of Wands. Like, you've been very defensive lately, Sagittarius. You're in a defensive mode as it stands with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. You feel as though you have opposition, and you are on guard. You are ready, and people might even be calling you arrogant. You might even know that people are calling you arrogant right now, but, like, you have a delight in knowing that you are sane, that you are making the right choice because of this coherent consciousness. Yeah, the cognitive dissonance that is in your subconscious, it will be resolved with just some talking, right? Because you have silence and the Two of Swords in your shadow here. So, like, your shadow work for June will just be to talk more, basically. But yeah, I hope you have a beautiful June. Blessings. Bye now.